It's your boy, Aaron, aka True MasterSon, aka the dude that talks shit on his way home. What up? Anyway, just figured I'd check in. I missed the past 2 weeks on the ride home that I said I was going to do weekly, but it's okay. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and we riding, son. We riding. Anyway, just figured I'd check in, see how everybody's doing, let you know how I'm doing. Getting super frustrated with my place of employment again. I know I've mentioned it in a few ride homes before, but I have been climbing around on my hands and knees for the better part of like a year and a half, a year and 7 months on the concrete or on steel and up and down ladders, which the up and down ladders isn't bad, but whenever you're on your knees and walking on your knees on concrete, being forced to wear knee pads all day. They're not forcing me, but I have to, you know what I mean? Because you can't very well climb around with bits and hunks of steel and hot drips of steel falling on the floor. Like, you need some protection. So what I did is I went and I got a cheap pair of ASIC volleyball knee pads, which are great, but they constrict your knees so much, and let's just say I'm in uber amounts of pain and I'm getting sick of it. Like, I went and talked to the 2 plant managers and told them, you know, some of my concerns and whatnot about, you know, the quality and the stuff that I have to deal with and, you know, coming up the production line. And then I got into the fact that we're doing these huge tanks that are like 3.5 tons. I've said it before, a big water tank. If you're curious, look up Curry 4,000 gallon water tank. And you'll find pictures of these big white oval shaped tanks. That's what we build currently. And the table that we set them on to do my part of the job is 3 foot 3 inches high, and I got to climb under that and then climb the whole way around it and then climb around half of it again, literally. And my knees, my neck, my back, I'm hurt bad, but I need the job, I need the money. But I went to the plant managers and I told them about this, and I was like, you know, there is no good reason that we should have to do this. We should raise it up so we can walk under it. And they were on board. They told me to come up with a height to set it at. So I talked to my normal partner, because I'm a little taller than average. I'm 6'2". He's like 5'9", 5'10". So I wanted it to be fit for him, so I would just be able to still walk under but have to duck a little, because I didn't want it to be set for an over average person. So we came up with the height of 5'6". I told the plant managers, they were on board, but the shop foreman was a little skeptical for some reason. But he started building onto a set of metal sawhorses anyway for me. But the plant managers weren't happy with that. And here we are another week plus beyond, when the plant managers weren't happy with what he was doing, that I'm still crawling around on my hands and knees. And when I tell you I've been doing it for over a year and a half, I'm not bullshitting. Every day, 5 days a week, I've been on my hands and knees. Well, the first couple of months it wasn't as much, but I still had to do that part of the job and other parts of the job. Like, there was 2 of us that did the whole process, to where now they sort of split it up into 3 sections, and I just do the end process. So it took me from getting a little reprieve from being on, now it was more work, granted, but it took me getting a little reprieve from being on my knees and being able to work on my feet for a couple hours completely out of the equation. So I'm constantly on my knees, and I never get a chance to stand up. There's one little part that I get to do that takes maybe an hour, and then the next tank, it'll only take about a half hour because it's a little bit longer the first time, because I have to get 2 ladders prepared to put on the tank. Then the second time I already have a ladder prepared, so I just got to put it on the tank. That's all I get off of my knees. The rest of the process, I am on my knees, and I can't take it no more. I can't. So I keep sort of not buying my time. I sort of just keep putting it off because I'm waiting to see if the foreman comes back and says something. But tomorrow's the day. I can't take it no more. Like last Friday, well, let me take a step back. One of the dudes that used to work there that just quit called OSHA right before he left because they were doing some shitty stuff. I mean, and the guy had some concerns. He called and reported them to OSHA, and then he ended up quitting anyway, right after it happened. So good for him. He got a better job. I'm happy for the dude. But that was the excuse from the foreman, the floor foreman. Oh, well, once all of this is over with OSHA, I'll get back on them about it. Which, the way the place works is, and now this is just my opinion, this is what I'm gathering after being there a year and a half, this person puts it off on this person, and this person puts it off on that person, and that person puts it off on somebody else, just to keep giving you the fucking runaround when they don't want to do something for you, which is complete bullshit. But anyway, tomorrow's the day I'm going back in. I actually called OSHA myself last Friday and asked them if there was any sort of height restrictions, because they are huge tanks made of steel. Like I said, I think they're 3 to 3.5 tons just for the tank, and then it gets mounted to a truck. But 3.5 tons or whatever, and I have to crawl under it and on top of it and over it and through it and whatever. So I could see the concern about raising it up. But I called OSHA, and I pretty much explained the whole situation. I was like, we do these, 4,000 gallon water tanks that weigh at least 3 tons. Is there a height restriction on how high you can raise it up to do your work that you have to do underneath of it? And they told me no, there are no height restrictions. They don't get into that. Just as long as whatever it is set on is stable and secure. So I pretty much just keep getting a runaround, and I feel like I have to go to work, and I honest to God, I feel like I go to work every day to be tortured. I can't stand it anymore. I'm to the point where I'm going to snap. To have to go and get on your hands and knees on concrete and dirt, and everybody's chewing and spitting, and which I chew and I spit myself, but I try to keep it off. But it's filthy, and today it is, I don't know, close to 90 degrees. You're sweating. You have on long pants. I wear long sleeve pants, a wife beater or tank top, A shirt, whatever you want to call it. I've always wore one of those under my t-shirt, long sleeve shirt, and then I have to put on these big, thick leather sleeves. It's like a half coat, so I don't get all burnt up more than I already get burnt. Bandana to keep the sparks off of my head, a welding shield, safety glasses. You're sweating, you're crawling around on your hands and knees for a freaking year and a half. It's miserable, absolutely miserable. Now, I don't mind the heat so much when I'm not forced to be on my hands and knees for years. You know what I mean? The heat really doesn't bother me. I actually work better when it's hot, because it's if you start to slow down, that's all you want to do is keep slowing down, and I know that after years of doing this. So I just pound, I fly when it's hot out, and I just keep working and busting my ass, because it makes the day go quicker, and it just makes it easier, honestly, in my opinion. So tomorrow's the day, definitely. Sorry about the rant, sorry about the rave. Needed to vent a little. My little boogie boogers are either on their way back from Myrtle Beach with their mother or are already back, and I get them back finally this weekend. It has been an incredibly long 14 days that I haven't gotten to see them. Well, it will be 14 by the time I pick them up Friday. So I'm super stoked about that. I miss them like freaking crazy. And so it's going to be a good weekend. We're going to do a new video for them, which I did just edit and put up a new unboxing video that they did. So check out Twinsy Toy Talk, please. Like and subscribe to their channel. It would mean the world to all of us. Also, real quick, if you're looking to support any of our channels directly, I have a donate button that I put on my Twitch page a while ago, and I keep forgetting to put it in my videos that I did that. So, my Twitch channel or page is TRUMASTERSON. So if you want to donate directly to support our channels, that's where you do it. That being said, I hope everybody's doing awesome. It's nice to get to, you know, it's not like I'm really talking with you people, but it's nice to voice my concerns and make a video on the way home, as I do. So, that's about it. I want